Today's story is about a girl who gets a terrible curse because of her boyfriend, due to which wherever she goes, she starts seeing dangerous spirits who try to kill her again and again. And she keeps running from here to there to save her life. But whether she will be able to get free from this curse or not, we will see in today's whole story. So, hello friends, my name is Ishita. And in the beginning of the story, a girl named Annie runs away from her house and comes out on the road. And she was so scared as if some invisible force was chasing her, although the whole road was empty. After that, she again runs into the house, and the next moment she runs out of the house and quickly takes her car to a beach. There she starts talking to her dad on the phone while crying and says, "I love you all very much, and please forgive me for all the mistakes I have made till date. Maybe I will not be able to live for long." Then the next morning, we see the dead body of the girl lying on the beach, who was killed mysteriously by someone at night. Now, who would have killed her so brutally, and what was that mysterious thing due to which she was running away in fear? We will know this later in the story. After that, we see a girl named Jenny of this city who was swimming. Then her sister Kelly comes there and asks about her new boyfriend Harry. So Jenny tells that tonight, she is going on a date with her new boyfriend. After this, when she comes inside the house, she sees that two friends named Paul and Yara have come to meet her. But Paul was upset to hear that Jenny is going on a date with her new boyfriend, because he secretly liked Jenny a lot. Then in the next scene, we see that Jenny goes to watch a movie with her boyfriend. But during this time, Hari sees a girl in a yellow dress. Then Hari asks Jenny, "Do you see a girl in a yellow dress there?" So Janu says, "No, I don't see any girl." Hearing this, Harry gets very nervous and comes out from there with Jelly. Then at night, they both go to a restaurant and have dinner, which makes them get to know each other well. After this, the next day in the evening, both go to a beach, and while sitting there and talking, both start kissing. Then Jamie tells her that they should go to the car. After this, both of them come in the car and start enjoying the storm and earthquake. This was Janie's first date, and she becomes very happy with this enjoyment. But after that, suddenly Harry makes Janie unconscious. Then, when Jenny regains consciousness, she sees herself tied to a wheelchair, and Harry was around her, who lights a torch and starts talking to Jenny while looking for someone. And he says that I have been cursed, due to which someone starts following me all the time to kill me because I had become intimate with a bartender, and since then all this is happening to me. But I had understood that to avoid this, I will have to become intimate with someone, so that this curse gets transferred to him. That is why I had to do this with you, so that now this curse has been transferred to you, and now you will also be able to watch NTT, and like me, it will now follow you too. But remember, this is very dangerous and different, and can come in any form and follow you, and if you get caught, then this will kill you, and will again start following me. So get intimate with someone as soon as possible and transfer this curse to him, her. During the same time, we see that NTT reaches there in the form of a girl, and starts moving towards them. And now Janani could also see him. But Harry quickly runs away from there with Janani and drops her outside her house. After which Jenny's friends come and take care of him. Then we see that the police also come there. But Jenny does not give any specific information about Harry. But the next morning the police investigates the place. But they do not find anything about Harry. Because Harris came from another town, no one here recognizes him. Now after a few days we see that Jenny goes to her school, and while the class is going on, she sees an old woman outside, who is coming towards her wearing hospital gown. So she understands that this is the same NTT, after which she runs away from the classroom in fear. But even now, that old woman starts following her while walking slowly. But Jenny quickly takes the car and comes to her house. And after coming home, she tells this to Kelly and Ball, but both of them were not able to believe her. But on this, Ball says that tonight he will stay at Jano's house and keep an eye on him the whole night. So after nightfall, Janu was sleeping near her sister Kelly. But she was not able to sleep, so she comes to Ball, where he was sitting on the sofa and watching TV. Now both of them are talking to each other when suddenly they hear the sound of glass breaking from the kitchen. So Ball goes and checks, and then comes back and tells Johnny that the glass of the kitchen is broken, but there is no one there. After which he goes upstairs to call Shaylee. Johnny gets up from there and goes to the kitchen, and then she sees the same NTT from there, who is slowly coming towards her in the form of a scary girl. And seeing this, she gets very scared and runs to her room and locks the door. After which Kelly and Ball come there and ask her to open the door. She opens it. But they were not able to see NTT, so they were not able to trust her. Then someone else comes and starts knocking on the door. Everyone gets scared. But when they open the door, there is 11 there. Then NTT also arrives. Seeing him, Jenny jumps out of the balcony out of fear and runs away with a cycle to a playground and sits there. Then, after some time, all her friends also come there searching for her. Along with them was their neighbor Crack. Now Jenny tells them everything again, on which they make a plan that first of all they have to find Harry, so all of them leave in Crack's car and reach Harry's house. But after reaching home, they see that the house is completely empty and all the household items have been sold. Because Harry used to live alone in this house by paying rent, and while living here, he transferred his curse to Jenny and went away from here. Paul finds some of Harry's books in which there was a photo of Harry with a girl, and this girl with Harry was none other than the same Annie whom we saw in the beginning of the story. We will find out later. Now in this photo, Annie was wearing a jacket which Jenny recognizes and says that she knows which school's jacket it is. After this, when they go to that school to find out, they find out that Harry's real name is Jeff Raymond. After which everyone takes his address and reaches Jeff's house, and after going there, Jeff meets them and apologizes to Jenny. And he says that I did not have any option to get rid of this curse. That is why I had to do this. And he tells Janani that it would be better for you to transfer this curse to someone quickly, so that they stop chasing you. And if they come to kill you, then be careful and try to distract them, so that you get some time to escape. I had transferred this curse to a girl named Annie, but she died and NTT started chasing me again, so I had to transfer it to Janani. If Jenny dies, they will again start chasing me, so as soon as possible Janani will have to get intimate with someone else, so that this curse gets transferred to him, and NTT stops chasing Janani. After this, to keep Jenny safe, all her friends go to Crack's farmhouse. Now after some time it becomes night, so everyone sleeps in one room. Then the next morning, Crack teaches Jenny how to use a gun. After this, everyone is spending time together on the beach. But then we see that NTT comes in the form of Yara and attacks Janani by holding her ball. The ball tries to save her, but NTT hits him and throws him away and tries to hurt everyone. But everyone takes Janani inside the board house, and then Johnny takes a gun and starts shooting at NTT. But it has no effect on NTT and Janny closes the door. But after a while, he breaks the door and starts coming inside in the form of NTT Paral, due to which Jenny gets scared and runs away from there with Bread's car. But her friends try hard to stop her. But Jenny doesn't stop and starts going fast with the car, and then suddenly another car comes in front of her and she gets into an accident. After this, when Jenny regains consciousness, she finds herself in the hospital, and she is very scared, and she felt that NTT will come here again. Then we see that Graha sings and gets intimate with Jenny in the hospital with her consent, so that Jenny's curse can come inside him, and he can also help Jenny in fighting with NTT. Now after this, a few days pass, and during this time Jenny does not see any NTT. But still, Jenny spends most of her time at home and remains upset. On the other hand, we see Crack who comes and meets Jenny's friend. Then he asks Crack, "Did you see anything?" He takes it casually and says that till now I have not seen any NTT. But it is possible that whatever Jenny sees is true, or it is just a misconception, but we should probably wait more. Saying this, he leaves from there. Then in the same night we see that Jenny was looking at Greek's house from the window. Then she sees that Greek slowly came from somewhere and broke the window of her own house and went inside. From which she understands that this is not Greek but NTT in his form, so she immediately calls Greek, but his call is busy. So she quickly runs towards Greek's house, and she also goes inside from the same window. Then, when she goes to Brad's room to alert him, she sees that now she is knocking on the door in the form of the mom of NTT Planet. Then Johnny shouts and says, "Grack, please don't open the door, your life is in danger." But Grack doesn't understand anything, and he opens the door, and as soon as he opens the door, NTT attacks Grack and kills him, and seeing all this, Janny gets very scared and runs away from there with the car. Then she sees that NTT is after her now, so she doesn't stop the car and runs away from here and spends the night in the car at a place. Then the next morning, she comes home with the car. where the call comes and tells Janani that I want to be intimate with you, so that this entity comes after me. But Janani denies this and says that this entity will kill all of us, one by one. Then in the next scene, we see Janani and all her friends make a plan to kill NTT, and everyone takes the car and goes to a swimming pool away from the house. After going there, they place many electric machines around the pool. Actually, their plan was that when NTT comes here searching for Jenny, they will kill NTT by giving him an electric shock. After that, Jenny gets down in the pool and waits for NT to come, and after waiting for a long time, we see that NTT comes there. But he does not get down in the bridge because he probably understood their plan. That is why he starts throwing electric machines one by one on Jenny, due to which she starts getting injured, and this way she gets into trouble inside the pool. But then Paul takes a gun and shoots at that NTT. He is about to do it, but he was not able to see it. Then she puts a cloth on that NTT, and then the ball shoots it and it falls in the water. Now after this, before they could bring Chana out of the pool, NTT catches his leg and pulls him back into the water. Then Ball starts firing bullets at NTT again. One bullet hits NTT's head and he releases Johnny. After this, they take Johnny out of the pool. But now they could not see NTT anywhere, but due to his blood, all the water in the pool slowly turns red. But they still had doubts whether NTT was dead or not, because like everyone else, Janani too had only seen his blood. So, after coming home, Janani had to agree to Ball's words even though she didn't want to, and she became intimate with Ball so that Ball could help her. Now a few days passed like this, and both of them did not see any NTT, and they started thinking that maybe NTT was dead and would not come after them anymore. But at the end of the story, we see that when Ball and Jenny were burning together holding hands, then an NTT was coming from behind them, and this story ends here. Friends, I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new to our channel, please like and subscribe.